Hello, I'm Pete, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas Challenge of Challenges. We're back in our motel room in Novak, and off camera I have done a little bit of stuff. I've done some jury rigging and selling up of, in the standard format, which has got us up to over 70,000 caps now. Also, while I was shopping around, I found some interesting things, some 40mm pulse grenades, which will be quite useful for Thump Thump when we go into Old World Blues, which is going to happen very soon, and also a scope for one of our trail carbines. So I sold lots of trail carbines and have held one back and got a scope for it, which is really good. So for this episode, the challenge is no violence, and that's going to have a big impact on it may have a big impact on what my plan was. So as I say, I'm planning on doing Old World Blues, and I'd been deliberating about whether to do a little bit more preparation for that, because the pulse gun, which you get from Vault 34, is really useful in Old World Blues. And I was kind of umming and ahhing about whether to go for that. Having got a no violence challenge for this episode, I think I can't go into Vault 34. It would be basically impossible for me to get the pulse gun without any violence. So we're going to be going into Old World Blues without a pulse gun. However, I will do a tiny little bit of preparation before we go. I'm going to pick up a couple of science skill books just to get that boosted up. I should be able to pick those up without any need for violence. One thing I would like to do before we move on is just review some of the stuff that we got from Honest Hearts. So Daniel's hat and Daniel's outfit, I'm going to keep those on me because the hat gives me +5 speech and this outfit gives me +5 barter. So that's better than the roving trader outfit. So I'm going to carry them with me for every time I need a little bit of a boost to one of those skills. Weapons-wise, we've got Joshua Graham's gun, A Light Shining in Darkness. I think this is probably going to basically supersede that gun. I think the only thing that gun can do that A Light Shining in Darkness can't do is use armor-piercing ammo. So I'll carry them both with me. They're reasonably light, so I can experiment with that. What else did we get? So yeah, I've still got my 45 auto submachine gun with all the upgrades. That's good rapid fire weapon, which is going to be nice against unarmored enemies. I've still got She's Embrace, which I haven't used much at all yet. That's my new unarmed weapon. And we've got Randall Clark's Survivalist's Rifle, which I don't have a lot of ammo for, but that's fine. I've still got stuff like Paciencia and the Sniper Rifle and the Rat Slayer and the Hunting Revolver, all of which kind of do much the same thing. So maybe I don't need to be carrying all of these guns. The Rat Slayer, incidentally, I was really impressed with how well the Rat Slayer held up in the previous episode. I was kind of thinking that this was an early game gun, but that bonus critical chance is doing really, really well. That's clearly still a useful gun. That is my only silenced sniper rifle at the moment. So yeah, I'm keeping that on me for now. It's still got good value. So with all of that preamble done, I think that's all of the necessary chitter and chatter. I am just going to quickly see if I've got some pulse grenades I can pick up from here. 5, yeah. I'm going to carry those and those with me into Old World Blues. Those are going to be useful against various little robotic enemies. Obviously, I don't have the pulse gun with me, so I need to find my pulsishness elsewhere. So, science skill books. So there's 3 science skill books in the Mojave, which I could pick up. One of them is, where is it? It's a sort of up. It's up here in the hills somewhere near to Vault 22. There is a science book up there, but there's loads of Cazadors guarding that, so we're not going there today. The Repconn headquarters is a location of a science skill book, and also Camp Forlorn Hope, which is kind of in this space here, is another location. So let's go to the Repconn headquarters first. I think the Followers Outpost is probably the closest location. And another thing I should also do, given that we're playing no violence, is I should dismiss my 2 followers, because we don't want them starting fights.
What is it?
Let's say part ways for now.
If that's what you think.
Yes, that's what I think. You should head back home.
All right. Guess I'll be around Novak for a while longer until I figure out what I want to do with myself. See you around.
Boon's returned to Novak. Let's also get some daylight. Eddie, time for you to go too. So companion protocol terminate. Eddie has returned to Prim. Yeah, so I picked up those 2 just to help me carry stuff back from Honest Hearts. And yeah, don't want them right now. Okay, so southwest is the way to the Repconn headquarters from here, I think. Yeah, I think it's that big building there. I don't think there'll be enemies around here whatsoever. I'm not going to do the full explore of Repconn headquarters, though maybe I should actually. I mean, yeah. I was planning on just picking up these 2 books and then starting on Old World Blues in this episode, but yeah, let's do that. Let's just grab the science book and get out. And if I want to come back to Repconn headquarters for more stuff later on, then I can do that. Okay, so to get this, just go around to the left here. Is there any good stuff in here? I think there might be a star cap on the counter. Indeed there is. Bit of money in the cash register. Okay, and then this is a hard locked door. I need a lockpick skill of 75. I thought I had that. I have 70 apparently. Okay, I don't think I have any apparel that will give me +7. Oh, there's that glitch again. I don't have any apparel that will give me +5 to lockpick, so it's going to be a locksmith's reader, which I have 3. That's fine. Seems a little bit annoying to have to burn a magazine just for 5 points of lockpick. I don't know why I didn't upgrade my lockpick skill to 75. I don't know why I stopped at 70. Never mind. Okay, so let's unlock this safe. That has a recharger pistol in it and a whole bunch of other junk. Let's take all. I got some fancy Nuka-Colas. Lots of rocket souvenirs if you want them. And there's the big book of science. Don't think there's anything else useful in this room, so let's just read that book. And yeah, as I say, that's all we're going to do in this area for now.
Hello. Please remember visiting hours are from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Please show your badge or make your way out of the building.
Yep, I'm leaving. I'm going. I mean, there's loads of energy weapons ammo just through there, but yeah, we don't need much energy weapons ammo for this, I don't think. There'll be plenty available in Old World Blues. So, next stop is Camp Forlorn Hope. I feel like the abandoned BOS bunker is the best way to approach this. But then if I go from Boulder City, I can pick up one of the little ranger stations on the way. Yeah, I'm going to go from Boulder City. I am going to pick up that Nuka-Cola truck for reasons. Not a good reason, in case you're wondering. It's just, you may have noticed that in the Novak motel room, on one of the shelves, I sometimes keep a little collection of interesting souvenirs, and I feel like adding a Nuka-Cola truck to them. Remind me to show you my collection at some point. Okay, so we're running towards this tower. It's one of the little NCR outposts. And then from there we'll be able to go to Camp Forlorn Hope. Okay, actually I don't want to go for the tower itself to pick up this location. I need to go just beneath it. The people here have quite sensibly placed the mast up on the top of a hill. Ranger Station Delta.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
I've heard that before. Is there a star bottle cap around here? Probably not, actually. Okay. So yeah, Camp Forlorn Hope is just the nearest location to the south now. I wonder if I can get up this hill. Okay, need to sort of wiggle my way up this one. Oh, don't tell me. Invisible wall. Brilliant. Okay, we're going around. Assuming we can go around. I really am... Let's go into third person. Let's see what kind of gravity-defying nonsense we're getting up to right now. Look at that. Running along the edge of a 70-degree angle. Barely even baking a sweat. You know what I mean? Oh, this might be a fall. Nah, we're good. Okay, so those red marks are like bloat flies in the cemetery or something like that. We can bypass them, I think. And I'm starting to see some friendly marks up there. That's going to be the NCR soldiers in Camp Forlorn Hope. Oh, there we go. That tower. Lovely. Here we go. So we need to find the main command tent, which I think is... Oh, now I've lost my bearings entirely. This one. Yes, this is it. Okay, Big Book of Science is in here. Does need to be stolen. I think that's in this corner over here, if memory serves. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I'm in caution. That's interesting. So that suggests that the bloat flies that were out here actually clocked me. I'd kind of like to lose that, because that makes it hard for me to know if the soldiers inside the tent can see me stealing. Okay, back to hidden. There we go. Okay, and as you can see from the list of names at the top of the screen, all of 1st Recon are here. Right, I'm going to drop a quick save. Okay, I think we got away with that. Let's read it quickly before someone takes it back. Okay, so that's everything I wanted to do in Camp Forlorn Hope for now. Might return here later in the game. We've got the fast travel marker, and we can do what we need to do. Okay, on to the main event. Let's start Old World Blues. So let's fast travel on down to Nipton, and then we can run to the Mojave Drive-In from there. So there are some scorpions around here. In fact, there's one quite close there, but we'll just run away from that. So that's convenient, right at the top of the list. Investigate the midnight showing at the Mojave Drive-In. Lovely, that's what we want. So let's run around this way just to get a little bit of distance between us and the scorpions. I am in danger, so they are following me. But I can't see them on the compass right now, so I should be able to get far enough away that they then lose me. Down to caution, and that will keep dropping. Okay, so it is a midnight showing, so we are a little bit early. So I think I will, well, I have to wait through a little bit. Okay, here we go. We can activate the crashed satellite. Okay, the crashed satellite seems to be the source of the strange transmission you received. Old World Blues is recommended for experienced couriers level 15+. We're 19. You have a premonition that while you'll be unable to return to the Mojave until you solve the mysteries of the Big Empty, you will be able to take anything you can carry with you, and you will be able to return to the Big Empty any time after completing Old World Blues. If you are up to the challenge, and you have all you want to carry with you, examine the satellite a little closer. The atomic wonders of science await. Leave it alone, take a closer look. Let's take a closer look. So one thing Old World Blues does suffer from, in my opinion, is the introduction is huge. It's immense. It's funny, but it's very, very long. So I will try and summarize things down for you. So basically, all the scientists came to Big Mountain to do all the science, and then the Great War started, and all the scientists kind of stopped. So I've basically just summarized the 5-minute intro sequence for you there, with obviously some corners cut off. Right, you feel strangely heavier. A quick inspection of your body reveals faint surgical scars around your head, chest and back. Also, I'm actually level 20. I thought I was level 19 for some reason. But here we are. We awaken on the balcony of the dome. We can see a red glowy thing ahead of us. If we look at our map, we can see that this is the world space we're in. It's quite small, actually. Certainly compared to Honest Hearts, you can basically travel to the edge in just a couple of minutes, but it's really, really dense. There's loads of locations in here. You can see all these various little dots. They all correspond to locations you can go to. And yeah, it's a really efficiently designed world space. So let's head on inside to the sink. First, we can talk to the Sync's Central Intelligence Unit. Let's do that. Oh, we can't actually. The personality files are damaged or missing. We need to find the holotape before we can do that. So let's follow where the quest is telling us to go to the think tank. So this is going to be our base while we're in Big Mountain. It's not something you get a choice over. This is kind of the only location that's really suitable for setting up. As you can also see, none of my stuff was taken off of me. However, I was given this patient gown to wear. Let's change into the Desert Ranger outfit before I forget. So yeah, on the other side of this door, there is a very, very long conversation waiting for us. I'll give you the potted history. Okay, a strange feeling of pacifism comes over you, and you will find you cannot draw your weapon for some reason. That's basically just to stop you getting into a fight with the scientists prematurely.
I thought I heard the pacification fields kick in. All right, shh, nobody move. I'll handle this.
So, of all the scientists who were working at Big Mountain, there are 6 left. 5 of them are in this room. They're now brains in jars. They've gone a little bit bonkers, and they bicker between themselves a lot. So, are you the ones who performed this surgery on me?
Did it just say something? Anyone catch that? Boros, you work with animals. Translate.
So they're calling me a lobotomite. We're about to discover what these scars are about. Lobotomite?
Dr. Klein, if my hypothesis is correct, this lobotomite is the repository of the brain we sent the signal to.
So I do love the dialogue. There's so much funny stuff in here. I feel a bit bad about editing so much of it out. But yeah, they have said, I am a lobotomite. I am the body that once contained the brain that they have taken out. So I was lured here, my brain's been taken out, and I am now basically just a body being controlled. Who knows how? We've got speech 55, we can wave hands and nod.
What? What is it doing? Did we institute electroshock? Or is it excreting?
So we've now impressed them that we are sufficiently intelligent, so that's pretty good, despite the fact we'd already asked some questions, so that kind of doesn't really make sense. They must have already known that we could understand them. I'm guessing that crashed satellite was yours.
Those were words, weren't they? In the form of questions. It's asking me questions. Is this some kind of trick?
Dr. Klein, a transmission from the Forbidden Zone.
If it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think tank of Big Mountain. Big fools, all of you. It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome in the Forbidden Zone. A zone that is, yes, forbidden to you!
So Dr. Mobius is introduced there. He's the sixth scientist. He's introduced as the antagonist of this thing. And basically these five want us to basically retrieve some technologies for them that will allow them to infiltrate Dr. Mobius's forbidden zone. This is also the bit where we get confirmation that they were the ones who removed my brain.
We removed your brain, yes. So soft, barely wrinkled, yet so flush with knowledge and experience.
And we also get the brainless perk, which is our head can no longer be crippled, is resistant to chem addiction and shock from bodily damage. How much surgery did you do on me? I feel like a badly put together jigsaw puzzle.
That is my responsibility.
So also they have removed our heart, which has given us a perk. That actually prevents us from being poisoned, so that's pretty cool. Healing items are better. Robots are confused biased. So, I mean, you know, this is all improvements. And also they had to remove our spine. Now our torso can no longer be crippled, and we've got increases to strength and damage threshold. It's good life being a lobotomite.
Totally overrated, that arrangement of vertebrae.
If you ripped out my brain, where the hell is it?
To be correct, you should say the autodoc took out your brain.
If so,
And they suspect that the brain somehow got into the pipes and has flushed itself to the Forbidden Zones. That's another reason why we need to go and find Mobius.
Is the sound of flushing.
Let's move on to the crux of this DLC. You said something about needing technologies to stop Mobius.
Yes, it is our only chance. A desperate plan that came to us after Mobius's first broadcast. Maybe, just maybe, if we reclaim these buried technologies, we can put an end to Mobius and the horrors spawning from the Forbidden Zone.
What exactly is the plan? You're losing me in the generalities. I need specifics.
The plan is very complicated. We are still calculating how it would work if it succeeded. That is our part of the plan.
So they basically don't have much of a plan at all. All right, I'll help. What do you need me to do?
Excellent. This is turning out much better than the activate the retreat protocols and cower in my room idea I had earlier.
Talking to the think tank, they don't really know what these technologies are. They also do say, get on with it, don't explore much. So they're trying to dissuade us from exploring around, but of course we're going to, aren't we? So, can you help me get this done as quickly as possible? Sounds like a lot of walking.
Ah, that is correct. You must walk upon your many penised feet.
And they also tell us a little bit about the radar fence. Basically, if you try and leave the crater, then you'll get knocked out and brought back. Okay, and turns out that one of the items of technology they already have, the sonic emitter. So if there's a weapon you can give me, hand it over. I'll put it to good use.
It is truly the end of all intelligence when a lobotomite speaks more wisdom than you geniuses.
Nice, okay. With guns 50, we can say this sonic gun looks like an energy projectile. Got anything that spits lead?
What did it say? Spit lead? What, like pencils?
Oh, I think it wants a combustion pistol.
So they've given me the K9000 Cyberdog gun. I can say, this gun looks really hungry. I'd like to make sure it gets fed lots of bullets.
Fine. Moros, more ammo. The good stuff.
All right, nice. This should be enough. So they also tell us that the sonic emitter can disable some force fields once it's upgraded.
Yes.
If there's nothing more, I need to stop Mobius.
Fine, so, yes.
Get these things for us. Do not attempt to comprehend their complicated schematics. That is for us to do.
I'll go get these technological wonders and see how much damage I can do.
Well, good.
Okay, so they've also given us the quest to find all the personality chips for the various things in the sink. We've got some more options here. I can trade with the sink intelligence, then I'll need something to activate that function, won't I?
I cannot dispute your logic. Do we have objects to activate the chip's exchange routines?
What, like stuff? Things?
So we also discover that we can trade with the sink and it uses currency that is basically indistinguishable from caps. That's convenient, isn't it? I can also barter 50. This amount clearly represents a deficiency in the amount of caps needed, so they'll just give me a few more caps. All right, so we're up to level 21 because completing the Welcome to Big Mountain quest gave us a huge amount of XP. I feel like I should probably put some points into science. Well, let's see. Hold on. Barter 55 is fine. Don't need energy weapons. I would quite like to get lockpick up to 75. And then that saves me needing to use a locksmith's reader just for hard-locked things. Speech at 75 is absolutely fine for now. Yeah, I think I can just dump a whole load into science. Takes me up to a nice round 60. Love it. Okay, so we have picked up lots of new quests. Let's have a little look at what we've got. So we've got some quests to find technologies. So X13, there's going to be something there. X8, there's going to be something there. X2, there's going to be something there. They did give us a sonic emitter, but it needs an upgrade to disable force fields. So that's the whole X8 thing. Often you find with this DLC, there's kind of two quests that are kind of linked. So this one and this one are basically, the same thing. They both require going to X8. So, yeah, there's going to be three pieces of technology. I can't remember which way around it is. I think X2 is the antenna array. Yeah, so that gives you a kind of a club type thing. And then this one's going to be for the stealth suit. So we also have the quest All My Friends Have Off Switches, which is initially just installing the central intelligence unit, but that will then sort of spread out to all the other personalities in the sink. So I think it makes sense to go and do that now. Sonic emitter revelation now available in the vendor interface.
Salutations and felicitations, sir, and a most jocund welcome to the sink. I am your electronic valet and household central processor. May I be of service, sir?
Sir, you are aware that I'm a woman, right?
Indubitably, sir, but it is with a great lugubriousness that I must disclose that my programmers installed only the masculine honorific, sir. Moreover, they neglected to enclose a parameter by which said honorific might be omitted altogether. Over my most strenuous of remonstrances, sir.
I guess I'm going to be sir then. What services do you provide?
In addition to managing the personality matrices of the other household utilities, I can provide sir with direct access to the commissary. Any goods sir might require may be purchased through my shopkeep interface, whence tiny robots shall deliver them forthwith to this very domicile.
Lovely. I'd like to buy some things.
Very good, sir. And might I venture to opine that a new trilby might be just the thing to complete sir's ensemble?
No, thank you. I do not want a hat. So let's see what they can sell. They got some various weapons, including the sonic emitter revelation. I think I already have one of those. I do. Okay, so that's going to give me some EMP damage versus robots. Pretty good. In apparel, there is scientist scrub that gives us +5 science. It's only 236. I'm tempted to buy that and have that on me just in case I ever need to boost up my science skill a little bit. Yeah, let's do it. In aid, much the usual sorts of stuff. No skill magazines in there, disappointingly. Nothing much in MISC that I like. But yeah, there is a good variety of ammo in here. Sadly, no 40mm pulse grenades. That would have been cool, wouldn't it? Okay, so let's just accept that trade. Lovely. So that quest now should have more locations. Find the missing modules for the sink, auto dock, and the biological research station. And they are spread out over here. Anyway, I think I'm going to end this episode here. No violence was committed.
Perhaps sir would care to put sir's feet up, and I might serenade sir with the dulcet tones of a light opera.
Lovely, but no thank you. So in the next episode, we're going to be heading out, and we're going to be starting to see what's going on out here. We're going to travel to some of these locations, pick up these personalities, pick up these things. I'll have a little think about which to do first. So, hope you'll join me next time for the next episode of Fallout New Vegas Challenge of Challenges in Old World Blues. As always, if you have ideas for challenges to add to the randomizer, please leave them as comments below. See you around.